We have a triangle with angle C equal to 102 degrees, angle B equal to 29 degrees, and side length B of 28. And we'd like to find the remaining angle and sides. So here, this is the case. We've got two different angles, and we have a side that's opposite one of the angles. So this is the case angle, angle, side. So to solve this, we have two angles, and anytime you have two angles in a triangle, we know that the sum of the three angles is 180 degrees. So our third angle, which is going to be angle A, will be 180 degrees minus these two angles B and C. So minus 102 degrees minus 29 degrees. And this is 49 degrees. So now we've got our third angle. Now, we don't have to draw a picture, but you can if you want, and it might be a good practice to get into, especially because there's a later case where a picture is always going to be very helpful. So, we could draw here. We've got an angle C that's an obtuse angle, and then we've got the other two angles. So I've got my angle, my 102 degrees here, and that's the angle C. And we've got the angle A is 49 degrees, and the angle B is 29 degrees. And then we have the side length B, which is 28. And so all we have left to find is the side A and the side C. Now, because we're solving for side lengths here, the form of this law of sines, which has a side length in the numerator, is going to be a little bit easier to find. So I'm going to use. So A over sine of A equals B over sine of B equals C over sine of C. And we can plug in everything that we know. So we don't know side length A, but we do know the angle A is 49 degrees. We know side length B is 28. And then sine of the angle B is 29 degrees. And then side length C we don't know, but the angle C is 102 degrees. And so now we can see that here we've got this equality right here, this equation that can allow us to solve for A. And if we take that equation and multiply both sides by sine of 49 degrees, we get A equals 28 sine of 49 degrees over sine of 29 degrees. And likewise, we've got this pair here, that equation, that allows us to solve for C. Sorry, that's kind of did not look like a great C. And so we can take this equation and multiply both sides by sine of 102. And we get C equals 28 sine of 102 degrees over sine of 29 degrees. And so that we can plug those into our calculator and get our two sides. So when typing this into the calculator, just make sure that your calculator is in degree mode. And then we can go ahead and type this. So I've got 28 sine of 49 over sine of 29. And for A, I get A is that's probably not the color I want to use. A is equal to 43 point, I'll go ahead and just round to one decimal place, about 43.6. And then for C, we type that in, so we've got 28 sine of 102, 102, divided by sine of 29. And we get C equals approximately 56.5. And so that's using the law of sines in the angle side case in order to solve this triangle, find all the sides and angles.